Hey folks, this is Matt once again, another edition of my 69 favorite horror films. And at number 20, it's From Dusk Till Dawn. And it's probably going to be a shorter than usual review because I already talked about the film. And you can go back and watch my in-depth review of the flick, because I reviewed all three films. I love the first one. The second one I think is pretty damn good. To me it is, because it's a direct-to-DVD sequel, but I think it has some energetic direction. I think it has a lot of fun. I think Robert Patrick is great, and so is Bo Hopkins, I think it's the guy's name. The finale, I think, has a lot of action to it. And he has some bad CGI, but I think he has some good practicals as well in there. I just think it's a fun movie. From Dusk Till Dawn 3, I did not care for at all, but I did review all three of them. So you just go to YouTube, type in From Dusk Till Dawn movie review, and you'll find mine. But long story short, I mean, everybody knows this film. The Gecko brothers, George Clooney and Quentin Tarantino. They're at a liquor store. Everybody be cool. You be cool. And one thing leads to another. They kill the clerk. The shootout. Place burns down. They kidnap this family, Harvey Keitel's family. They get across the border to this bar called the Titty Twister, where you have all these inhabitants, like you have Fred Williamson, you got Tom Savini, and etc. And then they find out that the bar is filled with vampires. And basically they have to survive the night from dusk till dawn. Just a fun movie. I mean, when I looked at Machete, that's kind of why I was disappointed, because I looked back on From Dusk Till Dawn, a film that was made in the 90s. And I think From Dusk Till Dawn has better characters, better writing, more energy, more fun, more action, great effects by KMB. It just has a faster pace, a better plot, in my opinion, that doesn't get watered down, and it's infinitely more rewatchable than Machete. It doesn't hold up to the standard of From Dusk Till Dawn, and From Dusk Till Dawn is definitely one of my, it probably would be my favorite. It's one of my favorites. I'm always off and on whether it be my favorite vampire film. I think if I had to pick, it probably would be, because it's the rock and roll version of a vampire film. It's a hard-driven action film. Some great KMB effects, like when Tom Savini's character sort of more, not really morphs, but sort of gets turned into that sort of rat type of creature. The ending with all the weapons. Harvey Keitel has the shotgun, and he has a bat, so it's like a cross. George Clooney with the jackhammer with the stake on it. Great lines of dialogue, like, do they look like psychos? Psychos do not explode when sunlight hits them. I don't give a fuck how crazy they are. Cheech Marin playing three roles, having a lot of fun with each one. Of course, you have Juliette Lewis. It was fun to see Tom Savini and Fred Williamson. They had solid roles. A lot of good action sequences and fight scenes. I mean, granted, that one even has a few bad CGI shots, like when Harvey Keitel's gonna kill Fred Williamson and then his vampire just melts. Really bad effect. But that's only like a handful. But great dialogue, interesting characters. You know, George Clooney's character is not a good guy at all, but yet part of you kind of roots for him, which is, you know, I think George Clooney, I think this is his best role that he's ever played. I really do wish George Clooney would go back and do a role like this, or From Dusk Till Dawn 2 with his character, or From Dusk Till, I don't know. It'd be cool to see him go back to this kind of character. He did a great job with it. Tarantino, not in it too long if you think about it, but when he's there, he works, I think. But yeah, like I said, this wouldn't be much of a review. I just put this in there because it's part of the list. But From Dusk Till Dawn is definitely at number 20. You have great makeup effects by KMB, a fast pace, a lot of action, a lot of fun, a lot of interesting ideas, like Tom Savini turning into rats. that whole creature, you know, the different types of weapons they come up with, great lines of dialogue, humor that works, a plot that's straightforward, doesn't get complicated by stupid politics and shit that you don't need. But yeah, that's From Dusk Till Dawn at number 20. So thanks for watching this little short review. If you want to see a longer review of this film and the sequels, again, you can just type in From Dusk Till Dawn movie review and you'll find it. But anyway, thanks for watching. I'll probably put another review after this to sort of balance it out. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for my number 19 in my 69 favorite horror films, which is Jason Goes to Hell. I know you're going, what? But stay tuned and you'll find out why. Thank you and take care.